I'm Michelle Hickey. I help creatives like you start and grow businesses using your gifts so that you can support the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. Have you ever created a piece of really great content, whether it be a social media post or a blog post or something a little bigger like a course or a website? You've poured a lot of love into this thing, you gave it your all, yet when it comes time to press the publish button, you're met with resistance. We're suddenly flooded with feelings of doubt and fear and sometimes panic, and we refuse to move forward until it is 100% perfect, because otherwise, people might hate it, and then we're gonna feel terrible about ourselves. Here's what this typically looks like for me. Did I remember to spell check after that last edit? You know what, I'm gonna run it one more time. That 500 number, should that be displayed numerically or should I spell the words out? Is this really what I decided to charge for this? Or maybe I should lower it. Actually, there's so much value in this thing, I think I should double the prices. Let me go update that. Now I just have to go update all those promos that I created with the new price, but I'm a designer, I have all those files, so that'll take me 2 seconds. You know what would make these promos look better? Different stock images. Yeah, I saw that my stock photo subscription just released some new ones. Those are gonna make these look better. Yeah, when people see this, they're definitely gonna wanna buy my course. You know what? I need a little breather. Just gonna go on Instagram for a minute. Ooh, cute shoes. You have got to be kidding me. She is creating the exact same course as me. This looks amazing. And her sales page looks amazing. And there are tons of people in the comments who say that they already bought this. Great, can't do this anymore. Gotta come up with a new idea. Guys, this actually happened to me. 2 years ago, I created a course. I spent 6 months working on it. I wrote great content and I paid a professional to edit it. I designed slides, I recorded all the videos, and I even signed up for a site where I could host this course after it launched and pay membership to it for an entire year. But I never launched it because I am a perfectionist. I got to keep my pride, and I never had to be scared that someone might not like it. And I took all of that great information that could have helped someone, and I kept it for myself. There may have been someone who could have purchased this course and decided to ask for a refund, but I know that there would have been way more people who would have purchased my course, that would have gone through the program, followed the steps I provided, and started a profitable business, and that would have changed their life in a positive way. And this is what happens when we decide to stay stuck in our little perfectionist worlds. We keep everything for ourselves, because the alternative is that we have to be vulnerable and we have to be human and we have to admit that we make mistakes. It wasn't until I realized how selfish this sounded that I decided that I was going to stop my perfectionist ways. And I am still working on this. So if you're like me and you've let perfectionist tendencies paralyze you from putting out this great, valuable content that you are sitting on, you can use these 3 small tricks that I have been going over daily to help me get over this. We're all familiar with the to-do list, but now it's time to make a to-don't list. We perfectionists, we don't just attempt to make something the best, we attempt to make everything the best. Instead of trying to solve a single problem and help a small group of people, we attempt to take on the entire world. I don't know about you, but I haven't made too much progress. There is a saying that Pat Flynn, who is one of my favorite online entrepreneurs, likes to say, and I have really been trying to own it. It goes like this: if you want to change someone's life, change their day first. We can keep trying to change the world, and we should, but if we're afraid to take that first step, it's never gonna happen. So I encourage you to make a list of all the things you are not going to do, so you can focus on making that one thing really stellar. Maybe this is the perfectionist in me that hasn't gone away yet, but I'm never going to tell you to create a subpar piece of work. Make it awesome, but be okay with letting other parts of your life slide while you're working on that. And I'm not just talking about your work projects, I'm talking about things in your personal life. Like, we have to be okay with letting laundry sit in the dryer for a week, or maybe canceling a lunch plan with a friend, or falling behind on our favorite TV show. By admitting that you might not always have everything together, you're really just letting yourself off the hook, and in doing that, you'll be able to move forward. Next is to stop looking for problems. This is one of the sneakiest ways that our perfectionist minds work. We create these obstacles that slow us down, make us second guess ourselves, and prevent us from ever finishing anything. And everyone encounters these. Even that girl on Instagram who seems perfect, she has problems just like we do. The difference is she decided to launch despite those problems. The next time you come across an issue, find the quickest, simplest way to get over it, or let those flaws be. Adopt the mentality that if problems arise after you launch, and they likely will, that you are smart enough and resourceful enough to be able to get through it. The last tactic is to practice humility. The moment that you decide that you have something really cool to share, you've got to check that ego at the door. We have to make a choice. Do we want to serve other people, or do we want to serve ourselves? When we put something out there, we're opening ourselves up for criticism. We're admitting that we're not perfect, and we're taking one for the team. I decided that if I have to sacrifice a teeny tiny part of my pride to help other people, then you know what? I'm willing to do that every time. Put your audience at the center of your mission. Stop worrying about how launching is going to make you feel and start thinking about how they are going to feel, how excited that they're going to be when they find your solution. Yesterday, I shared a link to our latest podcast episode with someone who I really respect. But instead of listening to the latest episode, she went back and listened to episode 1. And when I heard that, I cringed. I was really embarrassed by the poor audio quality and how many times I said and how I kept knocking into my mic. But then I took a step back and I had a moment of realization. We launched. Even though that first episode wasn't perfect, it was far from perfect. We put it out there anyway. And I thought to myself, what would have happened if we had waited until episode 1 was 100% perfect before releasing it? I think that we still would only have 1 episode. That is, if we had launched it at all. And in the time since we launched that first episode, we would not have grown our community or met new friends. And we've gotten better at speaking and editing and learning not to knock into the mic. I think that we all need to be willing to grow by learning, to have fun watching our progress, and to be celebrating those milestones instead of that grand finish line that we keep moving on ourselves. Choose to see the beauty in the journey as you grow and help others along the way. If you identify as a perfectionist, it's likely that you have lots of perfectionist family members and friends just like I do. If you found value in this video, return to it, watch it again. Remind yourself every time you feel yourself slipping back into those perfectionist tendencies. And definitely share this with our fellow perfectionists so we can all work on this together. Leave a comment below and let me know when you've launched something awesome despite your old perfectionist ways. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this to help you grow in your creative business.